Hey, hi Pooja. So, shall we start?
Sure, yeah,
Okay, cool, fine. So, just give me a second. Just give me a second.
sure.
So, Pooja, I'll be starting with a very small introduction of yours, like how we live, because like we already have been associated since a long time, like you and like we, the side path, and we have already done a boot camp like previously. So I know like because, but to all the students right here, all the people that have actually joined the session today. So Pooja is actually a professional freelancer. She's a housewife and she has been handling her kids as well. So like being a Pooja, like being a part-time graphic designer, like following your passion, following whatever you love doing, apart from your family, apart from the children that you actually like have to hold, and you have been a professional freelancer as well. You have been doing freelancing for Upwork, you have been freelancing for Truelancer, you have been finding clients for LinkedIn as well. So Pooja, like why don't you yourself give a very short introduction, like a very short summarizing journey of yours?
Yeah, sure, Arjun. Thank you. And thanks for having me today. So,
It's a
good evening,
pleasure.
everyone. This is Pooja, as Arjun already mentioned. I'm a housewife and I have a daughter aged 7. So, yes, it's been a challenge managing both freelancing and my daughter, and that's one of the reasons I chose freelancing. And now I'm enjoying it more than anything because after my graphic design course, I thought of getting a job like other ladies in my circle. I see that I used to see them having a career and kids and managing both. So yeah, I got interested in a job, but over the time I realized that it was not possible for me to manage both well. And I saw a few people freelancing and graphic designing, and that's what inspired me to get into freelancing. And it has not been a very smooth journey, to be honest. Freelancing is not for the faint-hearted,
I totally
but
understand that.
yeah, but once you get the knack of it, you will start enjoying it. You will start putting more effort, and in a job, it's like a duty. You go to the office, you work daily. You got your boss shouting at you. so,
Right.
so that is true about freelancing. Of course, you need to put your efforts and hard work. But once you see your own, portfolio and designs getting noticed by people, it's everything. Everything belongs to you and you yourself, to
Exactly.
nobody.
Right. Right.
That is
Right.
that is one of the most fulfilling experiences being a freelancer.
Yeah.
That is,
So
yeah.
Pooja, obviously, like we'll be discussing everything in brief. We'll be diving deep down into like the very basics of illustrations as well as a freelancing journey of yours as well. And probably like many of these students would be having questions in their minds as well, which they would be like putting out to you. So hopefully this is going to be a very fun session. So Pooja, like just before like starting of the session, can I just take 2 minutes of yours to give a introduction of the Sidepath community to these all these students?
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So I'm just going to share my screen right here. So everyone, like each of the people right here, everyone here in this particular room right now, probably you guys might be knowing about Sidepath. You might not be knowing about Sidepath. So what I'm gonna share today is right here. Like I'm not gonna go in deep into what is Sidepath because it's already available out there. The website URL is thesidepath.in. We keep hosting these kind of fun sessions, but the primary thing that we actually have is this particular the Sidepath community. So this is right here. This is a Discord based community. We have a bunch of different skill based rooms where we are having design rooms, coding rooms, WordPress rooms. We keep having some very fun sessions as well right here in the community. We have music room. We keep hosting some like DJ nights every Saturday. We had one yesterday only that went for 4 hours long. So we keep hosting these kind of fun sessions, some upskilling sessions right here in the community. So if you want to be a part of this community, probably like someone from our team would drop the joining link in the chat section. So I won't be going much deeper into that because I'm gonna handle over this session, the host of this session to Pooja because she has so much to share, all her knowledge about in the freelancing industry, the design and everything. So I'm gonna stop this session right here, and Pooja, it's over to you now. And probably guys, like whoever wants to join the Sidepath community, they can join it from the link. It's already been dropped there by Vishal. So if you want to be a part of the Sidepath community, and you will also be getting a mail right after the ending of the session, a mail and a feedback form as well, how the session went, where we can improve. So it matters. So yeah, Pooja, over to you now.
Yeah, thanks, Arshil. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we begin with Illustrator or a bit about graphic designing? Let me.
I guess Illustrator would work.
Yeah. Okay then. I'll start sharing my screen now.
Sure.
So first of all, let me give a brief introduction about Illustrator. What Adobe Illustrator is all about. I guess many of you might already be aware of the app and might have even used it. But since I am here to take you through the beginning, so let me give you a brief idea of Illustrator. So Adobe Illustrator is an Adobe product, as the name suggests, and it's a vector-based app. What is vector-based is it's all the drawings or sketches, whatever artwork we do on Illustrator, it's made up of lines. The main thing that differentiates Illustrator with Adobe Photoshop is Illustrator is mainly vector-based and Photoshop is pixel-based. Now, once I start the app, you might be able to know the difference better. So let me get straight to Illustrator. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay. So can everyone see this?
Yeah, Pooja, the screen is visible.
Okay, so let me start from the beginning. I hope it's visible to everyone. I go to the start menu. Is it visible to everyone?
Pooja, the screen sharing has been stopped. It's not visible actually.
Oh, okay. Wait. Should be visible now.
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. So this is Photoshop already open here. I'll close it and I go to my start screen and click on Adobe Illustrator icon.
I guess Pooja, it's again stopped actually.
Yeah, I'll have to share the screen again.
Sure.
I think I've lost the link. Let me know once it's visible, okay?
Sure, Pooja.
Still not visible, huh?
No, not actually.
Okay. I don't know why the tab is not visible.
Probably you can also try reconnecting, rejoining again. Yeah, I guess it's visible now. Yeah, Pooja, it's visible now.
Okay, sure, thank you. So yeah, I had to click the Adobe Illustrator icon and then we reach this screen. Now let me tell you, this is the latest version of Illustrator that I'm using. I pay a subscription, a monthly subscription for this. So if many of you might be using the old versions, so there's nothing to worry about. The screen might look a bit different, but that's not a problem because more or less all the functions are already there. So this is the basic screen. Once we click on the icon, we reach this screen. Now we can create a new artboard from create new, or you have several options to choose from these screens, like letter, which is 612 to 792 points. Like these are all the different shapes and sizes that you can start your new artwork on. Let's create a new one for us. We'll be taking just web large, that is 90 to 1920 to 1080 pixels. Let's create it. So these are some presets over here: width, height, which we have already chosen, and orientation you can choose. If you wanted a vertical one, you can choose the first orientation or the second one for horizontal one. Then you don't need to worry about this bleed and all, because if you are creating something for print, the client would already be mentioning all these, like how much bleed you need to give, how much okay. And another thing is color options, color mode, RGB and CMYK. RGB is like more crisp and clear colors, better vibrant colors, and if you go to CMYK color mode, that is basically used for print materials. But even if you create all your artwork on RGB, the printers, they have got apps to convert RGB to CMYK, so you don't need to worry about. Just choose RGB here and let's create our document. So this is the artboard. This white space is called the artboard, where we do all our vector art or whatever we are going to create over here. This is the of course the main menu, where you have options like file. We create new files, save, we export and import files from here. Second one is edit, for editing our artwork. Third is object type. We don't need to care about all these as of now because we'll be using mainly the tools over here. So this is the main selection tool. Then there is one direct selection. So right now there is no point of explaining all these tools because it won't be like once I start drawing only it will be clear. Just to tell you what is the function of each of these tools is, you might forget it. So let's just start creating something. So you can see here, now this toolbar. This is advanced version of the toolbar. If you are a beginner, you can go to window on the top menu, and there you have the option of toolbars. You can just select the basic one. I have advanced selected here. You can just select the basic one, and all the extra options that were appearing over here will disappear. Let's start with this. Okay. So this is the most important tool Adobe Illustrator is a pen tool. You need to learn it. You need to master it in order to be able to draw artworks. So this is how it works. I'll just explain all the parts of this line drawing. So you see that this is called vector art because it's made up of only lines. If you try to drag this artwork from somewhere here, it's dragging because there is already a fill color here. If you just remove it, now this is a pure vector art. You can't drag this image from anywhere in between. You can only hold it from the line and drag it. And this line is called path. If you just point the cursor on this line, it will appear in very small letters. You can see path is written over there. And then if you select this is the direct selection tool, which appears just below the selection tool, main selection tool. With the help of this direct selection tool, you can select any particular part of the line drawing that we have on our artboard. For example, I click on here. We can see now these handles are called anchor points. These dots. We can modify our drawing using these anchor points, and these handles are used to make the shapes as per our liking. So it takes a bit of time to master the pen tool. So I'll be covering that mostly in the coming boot camp that we're going to have next month. So this is basically it. This is the anchor. Okay. So this is it. Then there is a text tool. You can type anything. Type. And we can drag, and we have to hold the mouse and these 2 points, control and shift, to make our type bigger or smaller. There are many small things, commands and all to zoom in or zoom out of our artwork or typing, whatever. So, and then there is a option of characters here over the top where you can choose your fonts. There are multiple fonts available in Adobe Illustrator, and you can also download some fonts from online. So this is the function of type. Then there is a shapes tool over here. You can see a small rectangle here. Just click on it, and if you already know what measurements you need for your square or rectangle, you can just click on this and click again. You will see your width and height. You can change the width or height as per your requirement. Okay. So we had here 100 pixels width and 100 points width, 100 points length. And if you want to make it bigger, just hold Shift or Alt Shift and drag your mouse like so. Now, right now I'm holding both Alt and Shift and the mouse to resize this artwork. If you just want to drag it from one of the corners, just hold Shift and drag it that way. So I'll be covering these in a very it won't be possible for me to cover them in detail. So just showing you the basics of the toolbar. This is it. Circle is there, polygon is there. You can change the number of sides that you require in a polygon. Like if you need a triangle, just change the side to 3. And okay, there we get a triangle. Then there is a eraser tool. I don't much use it. Then gradient, eyedropper. Okay. Let's get started with an artwork now. We'll be. You must have seen some pop arts online. Something like some words like boom or pow or comic book. In comic book, you get words like. Let me show you. Okay, I'm not sure if I share it again, the screen might be lost, so we'll just get started. Okay, and that's called pop art. So let's start with a word, something like bank, BANG, bank. We are creating a pop art. So let's make our typeface a bit interesting. I already have chosen one typeface which goes well with pop art. That is called Impact. I have it installed on my computer. So this is it. Make it bigger. Now I want to make this letter interesting. There is a function here that is Distort. You just click on that. There are several options in that. And we have bend option. There is you just see how it works. There are styles called arc, lower arc, upper arc, arch, and all that. So ours is set on arc. Bend is okay, fine. Let's see how it goes. You see what's happening?
Hello.
We reduce the bend a bit. It's not possible to learn Illustrator in an hour. And okay, just hit okay. It's fine to me. Okay, we forgot one thing. We need a exclamation mark as well. Okay. Okay. Now we got to expand it. So with the selection tool, we select our artwork and we go to object, and there is a function called expand. Click on that. Okay. It's expanded. What does it actually mean, expanded? I'll show you. Again. This was our word originally. Okay. Now when I hit Control plus Y, we can see the outlines of the artwork. Now you can see that this one doesn't have outlines. It's a full solid letter. Now this one has outlines. And this one is easier to work with because we can play around with the edges. We can play around with these anchor points to customize our shape. We can't customize this one. See, if I select, if I use the direct selection tool on this one, it won't work because it has not been expanded. Okay, so always expand your artwork to play around with it. And the command for that is Control Y. You can see the outline here. So here we are. We'll bring the words a bit closer. So it was, whenever we expand any word, any letters, they are always grouped together. If you select one, whole of the artwork will be selected. So once we got to ungroup them. Selection tool, and then click on right click. You get all these options, and there is an option of ungroup. So we click on ungroup. Now these words are separated. Now these words are separated. We got to bring all these letters closer to each other. And this one I'm doing with arrow keys. I'm moving these letters with the help of arrow keys. Okay. Let's give it a color. Let us choose the color from here. You see this box over here? This is the color that has already been selected. That is already selected for this artwork. You can double click on it and you will get options for fill colors. So I want a yellow color, orangish yellow color. Let's choose one color. Okay, I want a deeper orange color. Let's choose it. Okay. Now I also want a stroke for this. Stroke is the outer outline of this letter. We'll be choosing a darker color, maybe black or some deep. Okay, so this is the fill color, and this mode. If you can see my screen, this mode over here, that is stroke. You can also choose the stroke and fill color from above on this menu. So that is fill. Right now the stroke has not been. There is no stroke chosen. So we go there. If you want, you can choose colors from here, or if you want to customize color, then choose from here. Double click on the stroke. And whichever mode you are choosing, for fill, it has to be up. If you're choosing stroke, it has to be up. So I choose black. Black, and then I increase the stroke from here. You will get an option of choosing the stroke points. How many points thicker, wider, how many points do you want that? So let's make it a bit thicker. Okay. And then there are a lot of things. You can choose the corner, the way you like the corner to be. If you want those sharp corners, just now it was very sharp corners. You see there, the line extending till there. You want them to be rounded. So click on stroke, and then there is an option of corner. Click on the rounded corner, the middle option, and you get it this way. Okay. Now we got to make 3 copies of this letter. I'll show you why we need 3 copies. Okay. Okay. I'll let it be our main copy. Sorry. Control Z for undo. Last action. Okay. Now we need some kind of explosion kind of thing around these letters. Let's just create that. We will use the pen tool for that. So something randomly, like if you hold the cursor while using this pen tool, it's used to shape. See how I'm dragging the handle to give it the shape I need. Okay. Now we're going to send this back. So you right click and you right click and you will get an option of arrange here. We'll send this shape back, send to back. There are multiple options here just to arrange your different elements of your artwork. So, okay. We can change the shapes later as well. Just check how it's looking. Let's choose a yellow color for that. Bright yellow. I don't want rounded corners for this shape, so I'll go back here and choose the first option. So now my edges are sharp, and also I don't want uniform strokes. So let's just go and increase the strokes, and there are various stroke modes here. Here, this uniform. If you see this box over here, uniform is automatically selected. If you click on the arrow which is just showing next to uniform, you have these several modes of stroke you can choose. So you can just play around with these, see how they are working. So this is narrow, wider, narrow. Same way your artwork will show. Narrow, then wider, then narrow. Okay, I choose this one. I think. Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Now we will repeat this shape to give it a more organic look. We will put it at the back. Let's see. Or you can shift drag this shape and make it a bit bigger. Or shift and send it to back. Arrange, send to back, and we'll give it a different color, maybe the same color as the letter. Okay. And then rotate it a bit. Once you use the select panel, the select button, you get an option of you see these corners. If you put your arrow on one of the corners, you will see this rounded kind of arrow thing. This is an option to rotate your artwork. So I'm just using my mouse to rotate it. We'll make it a bit smaller. And we don't want stroke on that one. Let it be just plain. You can see how you can customize this as per your liking. So now I think it's fine. Let's make the shapes a bit bigger. Okay. Okay. Like so. Okay. going to fill this letter with some dramatic dots. How we are going to do that? Let's see. So here is an option of let's choose the shape tool and we'll choose ellipse tool. Hold shift and drag the mouse to create a circle. I don't want any stroke on this. I just want a circle. Now to reduce the size of the circle, you get on the right hand side which mode is selected. Let's check. Okay, let's choose Essentials Classic. Essentials. Okay. Now when you choose this mode from over here, let's select our dot, and right now it's 18 pixels to 18 pixels. Let's reduce it a bit because we are going to be filling these dots inside these letters to create a half tone pattern. We are reducing the size using the arrow keys. A bit higher, maybe 12 should be good. And yes, one more thing, a very important thing is if we are creating a circle or a square, remember to remember this option just next to the link should be unchecked. If you check this, it will constrain one of the dimensions. Like if I just click on it, now it's crossed, and we can reduce on it or increase one of the dimensions. Like if I want to increase just the width, I can do it. And it will be an oval instead of a circle. So I don't want that. I just uncheck it and it will be choosing 12 pixels. Okay, because it was unchecked, because we unchecked it last time, we'll manually do it. 12. Now hold it and hold shift and drag your mouse to copy. I think this can make it a bit more bigger. Now select both, and we have to use this option over here which is called blend tool. You see there is one square, then there is a filled circle, and then there is a unfilled circle. This option is called blend tool. It's a very useful tool, and it has a wide range of functions that we can perform on our artwork with this tool. What we do is just with these two dots selected, we just clicked on blend tool. Now click on one of these circles and the other one. You see what happened? Now we don't want it too congested. Just double click on this blend tool and you will get this options box window where there is several modes where we have to choose from. So spacing is smooth color. We don't want smooth color between these two. We want number of dots. We want to be able to choose how many dots we want between these two circles. So we choose specified steps, which is the middle option, and then we can customize it. You'll see how many circles are there between these two. So there are 21. We'll go and reducing it with the help of arrow key, and I think that's fine. Okay. Okay. So that is how we got the look. We got to reduce the size of the bottom now to get a better. Yeah, I'll select them. Specified steps. Okay, let's check. drag and drop. We'll change the sizing of this one. We'll choose maybe 9. Okay. And then select them both. Blend tool. Okay. Something's wrong. Let's go back to our previous one. Sometimes this tool just likes to behave weird. See what's happening there. Okay, let's just do one thing. Let's choose just half of this half tone. So we cannot use it as it is because it will be dragging all of the shapes together. We want just half of it. What we do is we select it and we go to Object, Expand. Okay. Now the shape is expanded. Now what we can do is it's still grouped. So we go there and we ungroup it, and there is discard the lower bottom. We have got this shape which we'll be using to fill our letters. Okay. Now we can group it, and let's just drag and drop to copy it. Shift drag, so we have these shapes duplicated. Okay, now let's just group it. This is grouped. Now we want to fill all these shapes with these dots. So let's choose a color that would look good on this. Let's choose maybe yellow. And let's reduce the opacity of this. So how do we do that? We select it and then we go to this appearance here. With fill and stroke, you will get an option of opacity. We can reduce the opacity of it, like maybe 45 or 50%. Just go and check if it's looking good on these letters. Yeah, it's looking perfect. Okay. So now we'll be filling all these letters with our pattern over here. And we can't do it all together. If you think that maybe create a longer pattern and fill all these colors, all these letters simultaneously, we can't do that. So that's why we made 3 copies of this. Now we'll be making, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 copies of this pattern also. Why we need it, I'll show you. Okay. Now let's choose each of the letters one by one. For example, we have B over here. Let's take one of the pattern and fit our dots as per this letter. And bring the letter to the top. So select it, go to right click, arrange, bring to front. And then select them both and right click. There is an option of make clipping mask. There we have. Now you can just drag this shape and put it across our letter. There. fit it properly. Next is A. Let's take it. Same way. And bring the letter up. Then we have letter A. How we are selecting? We are just dragging our mouse over to these two elements and just right clicking and make the clipping mask. Send this one, arrange, send to motherboard. So we have got all of the letters filled with these dots. Okay. Now what we can do is create a little shadow of this main word. So let's just select all of this, and we don't need the orange color, so we can just shuffle the colors. See, this is fill and stroke. If you use this shuffle arrows over here, you can exchange the colors. So we don't need the stroke. We just cross the stroke and we got here. Let's group it. Okay, it's already grouped. Group. And then place it behind our letter. In order to avoid doing so many steps, we use layers. But right now, I don't feel the requirement of that, so I'm not using layers. Let's bring it down. And backward. Now there are better ways of doing these things, but right now it will be too complicated for you all to understand. That's why I'm telling you in a simpler way. So we've got a little shadow of these letters here. Right? We can adjust the perspective. Okay. This is the main thing. Now what? Now let's make a few lines over here and give it a more effect. choose this line as stroke, and we can increase the strokes. You will get it on the right hand side. We are increasing the stroke width, and we'll also change the stroke mode. Because I was not getting this option on the normal essentials window, so I have chosen the essentials classic, and now we have our stroke here. We can increase the width, and we can choose the mode here. We'll choose this one. We'll copy it or shift, rotate it. Some here. If you hold shift while rotating any shape, it will rotate at 45 degrees. So if I hold it, I'm holding shift and trying to rotate it. See, one by one it will. This is just rotated at 45. Again, it will be rotated at 45. So that is how it works. Now maybe a few stars. There is a star shape option in the shapes window here, in the shapes option. So choose the star and okay. For star also there are several ways you can customize a star. For now we are just going with whatever is selected by default. Okay. Choose the color. Alt to copy, Alt and hold shift, mouse to copy, and we can resize the star, just a few here and there, scatter them. Few more lines if you like. I think this is enough. No need to add too much. Maybe one more stroke here. Escape is to if you are unable to release a pen tool, you just press escape on your keyboard. It releases the pen tool. And we can just copy the stroke that was here. We can change the mode from here and rotate it too. That's it. Once you have grouped it, if you want to align it to the center of the artboard, we have options over here at the top. You see these icons. We have to choose the middle one, which is horizontal align center. It will align your artwork at the center of the artboard horizontally. And this one for vertical align center. So this is the middle of the artboard. Still not looking. It is aligned with us in the center, but still if you want, you can. It should look okay. So this is the artwork that you can try creating yourself. Can I stop sharing now?
Yeah, Pooja, it's fine. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to share one more design that I did earlier in the day. Okay, so this is the one, and then I can share another one that I did.
Sure.
So, that. Yeah. This one I did in the afternoon today. Control minus or plus to zoom and zoom out your screen. So this is another one that I did. You can see it's more or less similar to the one that we did right now. So this is how we can use Illustrator. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Okay.
That's so amazing, Pooja. Thank you so much for sharing all your valuable knowledge. And like, Pooja, can we do a short 5-minute Q&A? Like, if anyone is having any kind of questions.
Yeah, sure.
Guys, you can
take the questions.
Yeah, guys, you can unmute your microphone, or even you can drop your questions in the chat box as well. If you're having anything in mind which you would like to be clarified or ask something from Pooja, apart from graphic design, freelancing, anything.
Yeah. It is not visible now. Okay.
It could be anything, guys, like related to Illustrator, graphic design, freelancing, anything. If you guys are having any kind of questions.
Yeah, let's make it an interactive session. No, it's not just one way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing formal, guys. Like, you can just unmute your microphone and we guys can have a chat session together.
Sure. And right now, if you didn't get anything from what I taught, that's perfectly fine, because it's not possible if you don't have the interface at all. It's not easy to understand everything that is being done.
Exactly.
So it's not a problem at all.
Yeah, and for the very same reason, guys, like, I would just like to share this part as well. We are also doing, Pooja is also doing a boot camp next month. That's a complete 5-day boot camp where she'll be telling you about everything from downloading Illustrator, from like freelancing, designing stuff, designing logo, these pop-ups and everything, how to deal with clients, how to find clients, everything about freelancing as well. So if anyone's interested, like, let me just share my screen only, like how you guys can basically, the registrations are already going on. So let me just share my screen. Is it visible?
It's visible, Nash.
Okay, so guys, if graphic design is something which has been fascinating to you, if you have enjoyed this session and if you'd like to go much deeper into this one, this is the website. You can go on to the sidepath.in and you will find a graphic and logo design bootcamp right here. You can click on this one. And this will just take you to the graphic and logo design bootcamp page, where you will find each and every detail, what you're going to learn, what are the different benefits, how basically what's this graphic design domain all about. You'll be all the syllabus as well and everything. Some FAQ questions about Pooja. You can also find, you can just like go Pooja's profile as well on LinkedIn. She's very active on LinkedIn. She has been dropping everything right there over LinkedIn, sharing her artworks and everything. So if you want to enroll in this particular bootcamp, you can just check this out. And also there's one more deal like we have for you guys. Like, so we guys actually just decided, the Sidepath team along with Pooja, like basically if you are someone who has been like who actually want to enroll in this particular bootcamp, we have a coupon code for you as well. You can just click on enroll in this bootcamp. You can go here and the coupon code is basically, this is early 50. So if you'll be applying this particular coupon code, you will be getting an instant 50% discount. Okay, so that's something I guess there's some issues here. So the amount, I guess there's some issue in the payment gateway right now. So probably you can check again in the next 10 minutes. So the amount will be $4.99. Okay. So the final, okay, it's actually, I have added 2 quantities. That's why it's showing me this $999. Let me just like cross this one. Let me just go back to my cart. Again, home page. So you can just click on this one. You can go on to this logo design, graphic and logo design bootcamp. Click on this one. Then you can just click on enroll in this particular bootcamp. You'll be taken to this particular checkout wala page, and there now you can just enter this particular coupon code. That's early 50. Apply this coupon code, and the final amount will be something around, I don't know, it's why it's showing me in quantity 2, but it will, I'm pretty sure it will be fine for you. It will be quantity 1 when you are basically coming on this page for the very first time. So if you're someone basically who wants to go deeper down in this particular module, we have already done the first batch of this particular logo design bootcamp. You can go on to the Sidepath's Instagram handle, where we have already showcased what we have actually curated, and the winner of that particular logo design bootcamp hackathon, he has already started. Like Pooja, I was like talking to this guy, like you remember Gokul, who was the winner of that our last boot camp. So I was actually having a word with him like the very last day, I remember. So it was around 2 days ago. I was having a word with him like what he has been doing right now. So he told me like he has already started freelancing or Upwork, and he has got some like very amazing artworks in his portfolio. So so that's something I wanted to share with everyone right here in the room. If you're someone who wants to go deeper down in this particular like graphic design domain into freelancing, you can enroll in that particular bootcamp if you guys are interested. And if you have any kind of queries, any kind of like questions before joining that particular bootcamp, you can also like drop a message or Instagram handle, the Sidepath. You can also drop a message directly to Pooja as well. Anything would work. So I'm just going to drop the URL in this particular chat box as well, so you guys can save that for. So this coupon code is exclusively like we have curated for all the people right here in this session. It's not for anyone else. So you guys can just enroll in that particular bootcamp, and that's not, the validity is very less because we also want to enable the registrations for rest of the people as well. So if you're someone, you can just like go through all the details. If you have any questions, drop us on our Instagram handle and you can enroll in the bootcamp. Okay. So guys, any last minute questions, anything which you would like to ask Pooja before going out of the session?
I have a question, like not related to the session, but a question.
Sure, go ahead, Prachi.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, being a girl also, I'm not, चलो वो gender तो दूर की बात है, but as a career, एक option लेना freelance को as a career, how difficult was that for you and for your family as well?
See, actually, to be honest, Prachi, it was easier for me because I already told you that I'm a mother as well. तो मेरी बेटी उस टाइम छोटी थी जब मैंने फ्रीलांसिंग स्टार्ट की, और अगर मैं फुल टाइम जॉब करती तो मेरे लिए मैनेज करना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता। और फ्रीलांसिंग में यू ऑलवेज हैव द ऑप्शन टू टेक और रिजेक्ट अ प्रोजेक्ट, और आपके पास जब भी टाइम है आप उसको परस्यू कर सकते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको डेली एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे ऑफिस जाना है। और इसमें आपको अपना क्रिएटिव जो पोर्टफोलियो है उसको एक्सपैंड करने का बहुत अच्छा स्कोप होता है। तो जैसे जैसे मैं अपनी फ्रीलांसिंग जर्नी में आगे बढ़ रही हूँ, मुझे ऐसा फील हो रहा है कि फ्रीलांसिंग स्कोर्स वे अबव अ जॉब। ऑफ कोर्स इसके कॉन्स बहुत सारे हैं, उसके मतलब डाउन पॉइंट्स बहुत सारे हैं, जैसे कि इसमें रेगुलर इनकम नहीं है। आपको एक मंथ आप like you are touching something around 80,000, next month you are not even able to make okay. So but still it scores over the job, at least for me. That's what I feel. I don't have time to dedicate and go to a full time job. और अगर आपका इसमें इंटरेस्ट है, अगर आपको लगता है कि आप कर सकते हो, अगर आपको ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग या डिजाइनिंग इन जनरल पसंद है, तो किसी भी फील्ड में, नॉट जस्ट इन डिजाइनिंग, अगर आपको किसी और चीज का पैशन है, यू आर गुड इन राइटिंग, यू वांट टू बी कॉपीराइटर, फ्रीलांस राइटर, कभी स्कोप है। और स्पेशली ये कोविड के बाद तो बहुत सारे जॉब वाले लोग भी फ्रीलांसिंग को अपना करियर बना रहे हैं, मेन लाइन करियर बना रहे हैं। It's good.
Thank you.
And Pooja, recently, because we guys are actually in touch over LinkedIn, so I recently saw ki you moved from getting clients, like finding clients over LinkedIn, to Upwork. Like you have been very active over Upwork and all these freelancing platforms very recently. So like, why was that transition like, and how has that affected you? Has that like increased your revenue, or like, matlab, why was that decision?
See, Harshil, the thing is that LinkedIn पे yes you try LinkedIn पे पोस्ट आते हैं जो भी जॉब के हम उस पे अपना कमेंट करते हैं बट उस पे इतना ज्यादा कंपटीशन होता है LinkedIn पे भी और अगर आप Upwork पे if you are able to create a profile on Upwork and your profile gets approved which is a bit difficult क्योंकि वो बहुत सबसे बड़ा मतलब वर्ल्ड का सबसे बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म है फ्रीलांसिंग प्लेटफॉर्म तो उस पे नए प्रोफाइल्स को जल्दी अप्रूव नहीं करते हैं और
Fiverr पे I tried and 15-20 times I have tried. अभी तक अप्रूव नहीं हुआ है.
Oh, seriously, with me too, Fiverr didn't work. Fiverr didn't work for me. मैंने अपना प्रोफाइल 3-4 बार अपडेट किया उस पे I don't know उस पे केवल क्योंकि ऑन डिमांड होता है उस पे आप केवल ऑर्डर प्लेस करके किसी का भी सर्विस केवल परचेज कर सकते हैं उसमें प्रोजेक्ट्स पोस्ट नहीं कर सकते लेकिन अपवर्क पे जो क्वालिटी ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट्स होती है और जो बजट होता है क्लाइंट्स की क्वालिटी होती है वो फार बेटर है किसी भी और प्लेटफॉर्म से. I'm not saying Fiverr is bad, लेकिन Upwork is the best. इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है और Upwork पे अगर आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी ज्यादा भी नहीं है प्रोजेक्ट्स की फिर भी आप एक प्रोजेक्ट से इतना अर्न कर सकते हो जितना कि आप किसी दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे 3-4 प्रोजेक्ट्स करके अर्न करते हो. So it's really worth a try. और एक बार अप्रूव नहीं हुआ तो कोई बात नहीं आप 3-4 बार लगातार उसको मेल करिए उनको अपना पोर्टफोलियो भेजिए अपडेटेड पोर्टफोलियो जितना भी आप इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं they will consider it.
And Pooja, how has been your experience? Like, because I know like you have worked with both international and Indian clients. So how has been your experience? मतलब किन से ज़्यादा मतलब वो comfortable feel होता है like working with international clients or Indian clients?
So Harshil, I find international clients to be much easier to work with because they are not as finicky as Indian clients. And Indian clients, even their budgets are really low, but they want to work. Yeah, they want to work quality and deadlines to be followed. Like they will just make you mad. They just chase you, and they are very low on budget. So most of the times. Most of the times.
So basically, like Pooja,
like you yourself being a entrepreneur, you already know that, Harshil.
Obviously, very for sure. So obviously, like Pooja, one last question from my side because no one's in the audience is basically asking questions, so I'm basically throwing out questions on you. So the last question from my side would be like because you have been like freelancing or finding clients over LinkedIn as well. So what was your method to find these international clients over LinkedIn?
International clients over LinkedIn. Yeah, well, many of my connections they would just post comments on their posts, and I would see that they have posted comments, and I comment on the same. And then how I try to gain over them is I like maybe send a personal connection request to them, giving my portfolio link to them. Oh. So that's how I have landed a few clients, a few international ones.
Okay, so it was more of a kind of a inbound lead kind of thing.
Yeah, right. So without portfolio, it's difficult to consider anyone. No, just for take example, if I need to hire someone, I need to see their work.
Exactly.
And there are so many people claiming that I'm the best. I have a really good experience. The only deciding factor is if. Hello.
Yeah, Pooja. I'm able to hear you.
My desktop went off, so I'll just switch on.
Sure.
Okay. So yes, portfolio is important, and especially if you are a fresher, you are new to freelancing, take out some time to prepare a portfolio before you start applying for jobs. That is really going to give you an edge over the others.
Agree. I totally agree.
Yeah. And there are lots of inspiration online from where you can create your own portfolio. Whether your artwork is as good as them or not, it doesn't matter. You can just make it as good as possible by following them and checking out.
And basically the scenario in currently in India is like portfolio thing is like way underrated, like because I've like seen people like looking at their resumes and all those things. But personally I prefer like basically if suppose if I would have been like in their shoes, like I have to hire someone, obviously I would just like look at their portfolio. I don't know, I don't need to like check out where they are from, whatever background they have, education background. I just look at their portfolio. If that's a kick-ass portfolio, I'm just gonna hire that guy or girl right away. So what do you think about this one?
Right, that's very much correct. Yeah, that's how it should be. For example, you just think about yourself. If you have to trust someone else's skills or someone else's past work or their creative skills, how are we going to assess? Not by their resume or from where they did their design course. And of course, if it's somewhere like if they have done it from LIFT or some really reputed institutes, then they don't need any work. Samples and all, but mostly for people in creative field, a portfolio is a must. That's what I thought.
Agree. I totally agree over this one. Yeah. So, guys, anyone having any last minute questions from Pooja? Anyone from the audience who are still here? Anything that you would like to ask?
Yeah.
How long the boot camp will be?
Mehul, that's a 5-day boot camp, and after a 5-day boot camp, so basically Pooja will be taking live classes over these 5 days, and after that, after the completion of this 5-day boot camp, we host a 1-day hackathon. So that's basically a kind of competition where you will be given a kind of like problem statement which you guys will be working on, and basically whoever the winner be like receives goodies from our end, from the Sidepath.
Okay, great.
Yeah. You can also just go on the website that will that basically contains each and every info which you would be needing on. And if that doesn't clarify your question, whatever, if you have something, any kind of query in your mind, you can just like drop us a message on our Instagram handle, and we'd be very happy to like reply you.
Also, the registrations for the Flutter bootcamp are up or are they closed now?
The registrations, actually there are two different things we actually host on Sidepath. So one is the free sessions, like right now that we are doing right now. So basically it's kind of to explore, like suppose if someone is basically having any kind of very small interest in graphic design, they can join these free sessions. If they find it fascinating, they just go on to bootcamp. Okay, so there's a Flutter session coming on, that's a free session on 4th of April. You can join that one, and the registrations would probably be live after that on 4th of April only.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we had it last Sunday too, na?
No, there was also a free session actually. The bootcamp, the registrations for bootcamps are yet not live. That will probably, I'm very sure it would be live on 4th of April. The day which is basically on that is the free session.
We would consider it to be trial classes for you guys, like a trial where you can actually judge the mentor, you can judge the post content, the delivery method, and judge if you are looking for something like this or not. Okay. And based on this, you can take a decision whether to put your money in or not.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want you to put your money somewhere which you don't like. That's why we are doing this thing.
Exactly.
Giving you a taste of what you are going to learn actually. But yeah, we might not be able to put everything because this is just 1 hour session and the bootcamps are going to be around 8 to 10 hour sessions. So definitely there will be a lot of gap between what we are delivering here and what we will be delivering in the bootcamp. So I recommend all of you to just have a check over the syllabus and see the content for yourself. You have already seen the delivery style, the delivery method, the tools, and the teaching methodology. So you can just have a check on the syllabus, and if it sounds good for you, you can go and register yourself for the bootcamp. And you are having it on offer right now. So grab it before the prices go up.
Yeah, and that's why I also mentioned about the Instagram handle, because everything which we actually created in the particular last bootcamp which Pooja did, that was like so amazing. So we have already all of those designs right there on the Instagram handle, like whatever we created, the testimonials and everything. So that's why I recommended you can just go on to Instagram handle.
Arshil, I think we need to. This is just a fact for everybody. Last the bootcamp when we conducted the last bootcamp of the logo designing and the graphic designing bootcamp, we had around 50% of the participants getting their first client in 2 weeks. First 2 weeks after completion of the bootcamp, they got their first clients.
Yeah.
So this is the standard that we are going to match again.
Yeah, I remember it was Shetla, it was Gokul. I remember even the names of those participants.
Shetla, Gokul, Aryan was a school guy who was not even sure whether he should go for this bootcamp or not, but he went and he designed logo for a hotel and then follow up, and then he kept on going on that.
Right.
Pooja, this is also I think new for you to know, right?
Yeah. Aryan, I didn't know. Tanu told that she got a few clients, I think.
Okay. Aryan also got a project from a hotel, I think.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, and Gokul later on started to like design for all these like agencies
Well,
and
just-
everything. So he created
Just
a
consider ROI. 500 rupee bootcamp and your first client will be at least 5k.
Yeah.
I mean, if you learn it well. So that's the ROI.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you are there as a part of the WhatsApp group, I'll also be sending a few more projects from my clients from time to time.
Yeah.
So because lots of requirements keeps coming from freshers and those who are interested into social media designs and all. So I'll be sending those across on the group as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So I guess we should end this session right now because I don't think like anyone else is having any questions. So yeah. So okay, guys. So thank you so much for joining in. I have again dropped the community link. If you have any kind of questions, you can also join the community and you can drop your questions there as well. And we are already available there to clarify, help you out with everything. So that's it from our end. Thank you so much, Pooja, for giving us your precious time, sharing all your knowledge and extending your support as always. So thank you so much, Pooja.
Thank you, Sidepath, for having me, Harshil, Aditya, Rohit, everyone, and all the participants who joined us today. I really had a great session.
Yeah.
Hope you all had